Hey, what is it got? God, this is terrible. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brad with Despite Fitness, and I want to do a quick video, well, semi-quick video, about, kind of how this whole experience today sucked a little bit. And so I'm shooting this part of the video not having yet completed the video, but essentially I'm going to show my squat training from today, and things did not quite go as I had planned. And so I want to show what happened, so that you can see it as a learning experience, because when you're training and you're pushing yourself and you're trying to still kind of master technique and whatnot, life isn't all milk and honey. Sometimes things don't go the way that you want them to go. Sometimes unfortunate things happen, and you'll see. But you don't give up, you don't quit, you don't stop if it means enough. And if it means enough, you're going to find a way to fight through it, despite. Kind of a shameless plug there. Also, to kind of switch things up a little bit, I just want to take a quick second and thank a few people who have jumped into the channel very recently. I want to say what's up to Mike Sky. I appreciate you jumping into the channel and checking things out. I also want to mention Robert Petrie. Thanks, Robert, for jumping to the channel. I appreciate your your subscribe very much. And I also want to thank Brandon J. And hey, man, your family. And I appreciate you jumping in. I appreciate you checking things out. You and I both know you don't have to, and that you did means a lot to me. So I just want to say thanks. Thank you very much. I'm always really excited anytime I see that ticker climb for the subscribes. That's kind of an external confirmation to me that the content that I'm producing is at least interesting. And so as of yet, I still don't have a lot of subscriber interaction, and I hope that that will build a little bit more as we go, more positive than negative. But so as a subscriber, or as a viewer of what I'm up to, hit me up, let me know, hey, I like this, I don't like this, ask me questions. My whole point to this is to be a little bit more approachable than, say, a Mark Bell. That I will get back to you and I will answer your question to the best of my ability, however limited that may be. But still, all the same, I'm a fairly highly ranked powerlifter in the USPA, and I'm an international elite lifter, and I'm not the best lifter, but I try awful hard and I do a lot of research, and so I may be able to offer you help, and I'd be more than willing to do so if you take the time to hit me up and ask me questions. So with that, let's get into the video. You can check out kind of my misadventure today. Not real proud of it, but I am proud of what I did in the wake of it. So check it out, and we'll see you on the other side. See ya. All right, so let's get into it here. This is the the moment where kind of things went wrong. Hitting some smelling salts, trying to get into the set. Start going under the weight, and then quickly realize as I try to expand my stomach that the belt's not as tight as it should be. So take a quick second, try to get the belt tightened up more appropriately, reset and get back under the weight. And so this is essentially my first attempt at my working set with 615. First rep goes okay, I'm able to sit on my heels, and then second rep, not so much. What had happened was I've got some kind of patellar tendonitis, knee pain that's kind of been going on, and so I was kind of focused about the knee, and as such, as I came down, I ended up staying too far on my forefoot and pitched forward, and then I'm working on my low bar technique, and the bar rolled forward and up and over my head, and as it went over, bar kind of kissed me significantly on the right backside of my head. Immediately, Z asked me what I want to do, and I say I want to go back after it. So we reset, reloaded, and this is the next set after that failed set, which is really only just a few minutes after that failed attempt. And really, I just kind of felt like I needed to get myself back in the saddle and didn't want to let the weight intimidate me. I knew that I had it. I knew that the weight should have moved better. I just needed to focus a little bit better on keeping myself sitting back and not allowing myself to kind of pitch forward. So Z gives me a little love tap on the shoulder, and get myself set and kind of go back after it. And so even here, working this low bar technique, if you watch the plates, you can kind of see the plates start to spin forward, and that is evidence of some forward bar roll. So even though I was able to reset and get myself kind of back right, I'm still having some issues here. So this is the technique that I'm going to have to refine and continue to work on. But the point was, I didn't give up and I didn't quit. All right, guys, that's the video. As you can see, I made some missteps with, my working weight. I allowed myself to get a little bit too far forward, and, it just put me in a position where I couldn't control the weight. And then also in combination with working on my low bar squat, I tend to roll forward a bit, and the whole thing just kind of precipitated to the bar rolling up and over my head. So I had about 615 pounds kiss me in the back of the head, which wasn't the most pleasant experience that I've ever had, but it also wasn't the worst. And my training partner, Z, asked me immediately. He said, "Hey man, what do you want to do?" And the first thing I said, "Hey, well, let's strip it down and get it back into place." And so we stripped it down and got the bar back up into the rack. And I said, "All right, let's load it up." And he said, "Well, what do you want?" I said, "All of it. I'm gonna get right after it again." And for me, what I made the comment about it being like, getting bucked off a horse, or climbing back up on the horse again, or something like that. But essentially, what I wanted to do was get right back after the weight again and fix my technique, because what had happened was too focused on my knee, and allowed myself to get up on my toes, and then of course you saw what happened. And I wanted to make this video to demonstrate that it's not all PRs and great training sessions, but sometimes things don't go the way that you want them to go. And when stuff like that happens, you have a choice. You can either pack it up and call it a day, or you can try to find a way to turn it around and make it a productive and fruitful session. And so that's what I think I did today. I recentered myself, I refocused myself, and I came back and I got my working sets, and I did what I came to do, which is put in the work with the weight and get it done. So that's kind of the message to you guys at home, and in whatever your training endeavors are, whether they be powerlifting or something else. Not every day is going to be a good day. Not every lift is going to be a great lift. Sometimes things are really not going to go the way that you want them to go. Provided that you aren't significantly injured, which I hope never happens. Provided that you're not significantly injured, sometimes you just need to recenter yourself and get right back after it, instead of giving it up and calling it quits. Because I promise, if you, in whatever your endeavor is, want to be a highly competitive individual, your top competitor is doing the same thing you're doing, and they're not giving up. You can't either. So that's really the whole message for the day. I hope the video helps. I hope it's a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of a demonstration of what not to do. But we all, despite our levels, despite our individual experiences, we have moments where we can learn. It doesn't matter how good you are or how new you are. you're still having learning experiences almost every time you go to the gym. So bear that in mind, no matter how good you think you are or how new you think you are. You're always going to be learning. Do me a favor, guys, smash that like button. I would appreciate subscribes. It means the world to me. And shares. If you know strong people who are interested in lifting that I don't know, share the video with them and try to turn them onto the channel. And let's see if we can, create something cool together, and see if I can keep helping people kind of achieve their goals and show them things and aspects about powerlifting specifically that maybe they don't know already. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Remember, no matter what it is you think you can't do, train despite. And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.